Greetings from Christian News and Interviews. I'm catching up on some of my reading, and I was curious as to what Black Lives Matter had to say about Jussie Smollett. And so I looked it up, and it's interesting. Check this out. Statement regarding the ongoing trial of Jussie Smollett. Now, as you all know, this pitiful young man created a hoax. You all know about it. Pretended that he was racially attacked and attacked because of his homosexuality. Come to find out, he paid two actors, friends of his, one of whom he had an affair, okay? Paid them to attack him in frigid, cold Chicago weather. So that goes to show you where his brain is. His mind is gone. So I was curious as to what Black Lives Matter had to say about that. Now, before I tell you what they have to say about it, let me just refresh your memory on the type of organization this is. Patrisse Cullors, Black Lives Matter co-founder, resigns. Now, this was back in May. And why did she resign? She resigned because it was discovered that even though Black Lives Matter had brought in $90 million plus, it did nothing for Black people or the Black community. But you know what it did do something for? It did a whole lot for Patrisse Cullors. After 6 years, she resigned. And can you blame her? This woman ended up buying 4 houses. Here we go. I'm just going to read 2 quick paragraphs. Patrisse Cullors said Friday would be her last day at the foundation, which she had led for nearly 6 years. The 37-year-old activist's finances came under scrutiny last month after it was reported she owned 4 homes. And these were not just homes, guys. These were homes, very exclusive communities. So that tells you all you need to know about Black Lives Matter and where any money you send to Black Lives Matter is going, okay? So that's just to give you a reminder of what type of organization this is. It's an organization to which you shouldn't send a penny. Okay, now, with that in mind, what did they have to say about Jussie Smollett? The below is a statement from Dr. Melina Abdullah, Director of Black Lives Matter Grassroots and co-founder of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, regarding the ongoing trial of Jussie Smollett. Quote, as abolitionists, we approach situations of injustice with love and align ourselves with our community. Okay, so what is an abolitionist? An abolitionist is a person who favors the abolition of a practice or institution, especially capital punishment, or formerly slavery. So this woman is referring to herself as an abolitionist. Now, I know that I'm Black, but I'm certainly not a slave. And before we move on, let's see who we're talking about. So the person who's responding to Black Lives Matter, for Black Lives Matter, is Melina Abdullah, referring to herself as an abolitionist. Now, who is she actually? Melina Abdullah is a professor and former chair of Pan-African Studies at California State University, Los Angeles. She earned a PhD and master's from the University of Southern California, political science, and a BA from Howard University and African American Studies. She was appointed to the Los Angeles County Human Relations Commissions in 2014 and is a recognized expert on race, gender, class, social movements, et cetera, et cetera. Abdullah is the author of numerous articles, book chapters with subjects ranging from political coalition building to womanist mothering. What on earth is a womanist? Professor Abdullah is a womanist scholar, activist, understanding the role that she plays in the academy as, oh God, I can't, I'm not in the mood. Okay, so this is Melina Abdullah, okay? So let's read her article, what she has to say. So she refers to herself as an abolitionist. She goes, let's be clear, we love everybody in our community. It's not about trial or verdict decided in a white supremacist charade. It's about how we treat our community when corrupt systems are working to devalue our lives. In an abolitionist society, this trial would not be taking place and our communities would not have to fight to suffer to prove our worth. Instead, we find ourselves once again being forced to put our lives and our value in the hands of judges and juries operating in a system that is designed to oppress us while continuing to face a corrupt and violent police department, which has proven time and again to have no respect for our lives. And then she goes on to talk about Black Panther, Fred Hampton, how he was the victim of the Chicago police. Why she mentioned Fred Hampton in the same voice with Jussie Smollett is beyond me. It's offensive, actually. But she ends by saying, Black Lives Matter will continue to work towards the abolition of police and every unjust system. Excuse me? You're working towards the abolition of police. Our world has gone plumb crazy. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, when someone's coming through your bedroom window, who are you going to call? I would think you're going to dial 911 so you can get some help. So what do you mean, abolition of the police? We will continue to love and protect one another. Honey, when someone is trying to get into your house with a rifle or a submachine gun or an Uzi, protecting and loving each other won't help you out, but the police will. And wrap our arms around those who do the work to usher in Black freedom and by extension, freedom for everyone else. The long and short of it is, Jussie Smollett should be held to his feet should be held to the fire. I'd like to see him do at least a year in jail for what he did, his hoax, because enough is enough. And the same goes for Black Lives Matter. Enough is enough with you people. And to those of you who are listening to me right now, please don't send these people any of your money. This is a hoax organization, okay? Stay tuned.